Today we'll be working on strengthening your core. Let's get into it. We're moving into a star slide. Feet flat, slightly wider than shoulder width apart, arms straight out at shoulder height. From here, rotate the same arm to inner thigh, keeping your arms nice and straight, pushing your hips back, sliding the arm down the inside of the leg, back up and to center, repeating on the other side for 45 seconds. So just alternating those sides. Think about rotating through the spine, opening up in the chest and the hamstrings as you hinge, keeping a nice flat back. And just going down as far as what's comfortable for you. As we go through the movements, see if you can increase your range of motion. All right, time's up. Back to center. We're moving into a hinge and press. Standing with your feet hip distance apart, elbows 90 at the sides. Squeeze your shoulder blades, drive your hips back and hinge over, flat back. Extend your arms, bring the elbows back to 90 and then stand up. Repeating this movement for 45 seconds. So we're working up on opening up and warming up the posterior chain. Keep the tension between your shoulder blades, slight bend in the knees, loading the hamstrings as you drive those hips back. Focus on full extension, pressing the arms all the way straight before you bring them back. All right, and time's up. Come back to center. We're moving into a march with a mini band. Placing the band around the widest part of both feet. You're going to walk your feet about shoulder width apart. From here, hands wherever is comfortable. You're going to alternate, driving one knee up, having the toes flex to the shin, set it back down where it was, and repeat on the other side. We're going to alternate for 45 seconds. Focus on a slight pause when you draw that knee up, really focusing on those hip flexors, lifting the knee. All right, and time's up. Remove the band and come back to center. We're moving into a side plank pendulum. So on your mat, you're going to have one elbow underneath your shoulder, then drawing the knee so it's in line with your body and pushing up. So we're anchoring from the knee on the bottom one, again, elbow underneath the shoulder. You're going to feel that bottom glute and oblique work to press your hip up. From here, top leg is straight, toes are forward. You are swinging forward and back from the hip. So keeping that leg straight, not bending the knee. We're going to repeat this movement for 30 seconds. So again, you're feeling the bottom glute and oblique from pressing up, and then that top hip from lifting that leg, and then glute as you extend back and squeeze. So really a lot of full body going on here. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch. So pressing up first, raise the leg. We're going forward and back for 30 seconds. All right, time's up. Come back to center on your mat. We're moving into a reverse tabletop march. So coming into position, you're going to dig your heels down, lifting your toes up, having your hands in behind for support. From here, lifting the chest, drive the heels down, press the hips up. Holding in that position, you're going to alternate, driving one knee in towards your chest, pause, release back down, and then switch to the other side. Repeating this movement for 45 seconds. As you draw the knee up, you should really be focusing on pushing the opposite heel into the ground and really feeling that supporting leg hamstring work to hold you up. So keep in mind, we want to keep those toes pulled up towards the shins the entire time. So you're propped up on the heels. All right, time's up. Release and relax back at center. We're moving into hip dips. We're going to be planking on our forearms, so you want your elbows underneath your shoulders, balls of the feet. Pushing back into heels and tucking the hips down, belly button drawn in. From here, you're going to rotate one hip towards the ground, come back to center, and then switch to the other side. Repeating for 45 seconds. So really feeling the obliques as you go side to side, drawing the hip down and using that core to bring it back up. Option if you need to, you can drop down and do it from your knees. All right, time's up. Come back up to center on your mat. We're moving into knee tucks. So seated position on your mat, hands in behind for support, chest is up nice and tall. Legs are together, knees coming into the chest as you sit up. Then you're going to lean back with your torso as you extend the legs out. Repeating this movement for 30 seconds. So really focus on your core doing the work to bring your body back up. All right, time's up. Relax back at center. We're moving into a V-sit heel drop. So seated on your mat, you're going to have your legs up, knees bent towards the chest, arms straight at your sides. They're about in line with your shins. From here, chest is up nice and tall. You're going to alternate tapping or dropping one heel down, back to center, and then switch to the other side. We are alternating for 45 seconds. So just a light tap, bringing it back up. So you're going to feel your quads a little bit from holding the legs, as well as the hip flexors and the core from holding your body up. If at any point you need a break, you can just drop your feet down and bring your torso up, and then just come back into it when you're ready. All right, time's up. Come back to center and relax. We're moving into a prone back reach. Coming onto your belly on the mat, you're going to extend both your arms and your legs out. Bringing your chin to your chest so you can relax your head down. From here, we're going to raise our chest up and lift one of our arms, swing it out to the side, and then if you can, do a little bit more of a bend to reach that hand towards that back foot, bring it back, and relax back down. Alternating your side, lift the chest, swing the arm, and then reach for that foot before you bring it back in. We're going to alternate for 45 seconds. Definitely doesn't have to be a big range of motion. Just focus on what you can do. Think about contracting in the back to lift the chest, and then a little bit further to reach for that back foot. All right, time's up. Bring yourself back up to center on your mat. We're moving into windshield wipers. Lying on your back, you're going to have your arms straight out from the shoulders, upper body is relaxed. From here, bring your knees up to 90, flexing the toes to the shin, and then drawing those legs together. You want to press your back down into the mat so there's no space, and then you're going to let your legs fall towards one side. Really feel that oblique grab as you bring them back to center, and repeat on the other side. We're going to repeat this for 45 seconds. Your option is just to limit the range of motion, so just go down as far as you can with the legs so that you know you can use that core to bring it back up to center, and really focus on driving that back down into the mat. All right, time's up. Come back up to center. The hard work is over. Let's get ready to cool down. We're going to stretch out the hip flexors with a low lunge. So coming into position, front foot is going to be planted, back knee is down, foot is relaxed. If you need something underneath the knee, go ahead and grab it. Chest is up nice and tall, letting those hips fall forward, stretching out the back leg hip flexor and holding for 45 seconds. All right, time's up on that side. Go ahead and switch, letting the hips fall forward and holding for 45 seconds. All right, time's up. Go ahead and relax, back at center. We're moving into a knee hug. So lying on your back on your mat, drawing your knees into your chest and then squeezing them, whether you're wrapping your arms or grabbing and holding and squeezing those knees into your chest. From here, stay in that position and gently rock side to side for 45 seconds. Just take it nice and slow and gentle. We're looking to release tension throughout the back. All right, time's up. Release your legs and come back to a comfortable seated position. That's all for today. Great work, and we'll see you tomorrow.